boot, heading straight at goals. Will it have the distance? No, in the goal square. Elsie tries to kick it off the ground, but it's picked up and cleared away by Wall and goes wide out towards the half-forward line. Fletcher leads and race for the ball. He's able to pick the ball up, gets around the player coming at him from Winchelsea and kicks the ball to centre half forward, but in the hole Kelly does well and marks and will relieve some pressure for Winchelsea.
So Kelly at centre half back for Winch has taken the saving mark as Dale indicated. Now decides to go down the outer side. It's a nice long kick towards centre wing. Good nudge out there, and that's allowable from Callow. Takes the mark for Winch on centre wing. Oh, high up and under. I don't think he got that too well. Numbers certainly with North Geelong at the centre half forward season went under the footy, comes back on it, caused a turnover as the ball now picked up by McFarlane. He's tackled immediately. Ball again. Gee, the tackling is ferocious. Christian McFarlane picks it up. He's immediately dispossessed by Fletcher. He's dispossessed. There's fierce tackling out there. A lot of good work going on as the ball finally for North picked up towards half forward. Oh, there's a great mark there taken by Wilson, half-back flank. Nice little handball over the top. Went to Edwards. He gets it forward, picked up by Wilson again. Now towards centre wing. And one-on-one, oh, you can't mark from behind. You've got to go to the spoil. And Fletcher, good young player, this fellow, Cameron Fletcher, has taken the mark on centre wing. 5 minutes gone first quarter, North Geelong one behind.
So the ball's now transferred to the half forward and Weiss takes the mark, plays on quickly, goes round the corner. Not a good looking kick off the boot, but it has a desired effect and it comes into the hands of Normington, who's taken the mark just on or about the 50-metre line. So not a big kicker of the ball, I wouldn't think, and this will probably land back where that last ball did, right in the point of the square. But he's lining up as though he can kick the distance. Comes in now, crosses over that 50-metre line, shoots on goal. Again, hits to the goal square, Zitko in front, or from behind, ball comes down, Scown at the front. Now in the hands of Allsop. Allsop round the corner will be given a free kick for a incorrect tackle, I suppose it is, after he kicks the ball. And Shane Allsop to have a left-hand goalpost, let it do the work. Here he comes in. Kick off the boot. He's started left, but a bit too far left. So you wrap the blades up, and that's what they do to
football, to do the kicking in after that behind. Not a bad looking kick. It's going to land outside 50. Oh, great mark, Fitzsimmons again. And he's conspicuous early and drives it back to the goal square. It's for North, in good position there. Can't able to take the mark. There's fantastic roving from Brad Scown, but he was going too quick. Kicked it off the left foot, has missed.
That will be all well and good, but the ball's come back in. A short kick from Wallen, finds Kunagiskas, now back to Wallen. Wallen's in the back pocket, goes long now. Oh, it's an up and under kick, will only just come outside the 50-metre zone. Players up, spoiled from behind by Swenderson. Ball hits the ground, Elsie leads for the ball, picks it up nicely, shoots on goal from about 50, goes to the goal square. It's let go in the goal square and goes across the face. Kunagiskas with the ball in the goal square. He'll be doing the kicking in.
They're really having trouble getting it out of there, aren't they, Winch?
So 9 minutes gone. Ball's kicked in now. In front, Fitzsimmons doesn't take the mark. Running onto the ball there. Here's Kennedy. Handballs across. Goes to Normington, who shoots on goal. And it's through.
They're just holding them up at the moment there, and the North people are playing a pretty good brand of footy. They're at least playing in front and getting first chance
they've got
to get
a zone defence, haven't they, on this kick in, and that's worrying Winch a bit. As Wallen now, he's run out of opportunity, so decides to kick to himself. Oh, he's got in underneath that one too. It's in the direction of McFarlane, but off the hands of Allsop time, and the ball now comes in. Elzinger was in front, picked up there by Christian McFarlane. He's dispossessed, and Winch, well, they're struggling to get it out of that defensive half of the ground. Christian McFarlane again. I think he had no intention other than to find the boundary, but it doesn't. It's picked up by Harvey for Winch. Goes to the lead at half forward, and that's the first time they've got the ball that far. It's Trent McClure for Winchelsea. A left footer goes to true centre half forward. Oh, great mark to Reid. I think he'll be paid.
Yeah, he's got to pay that.
And Swenderson was heading up the ground, but Nathan Reid now. First time inside 50 for Winch, and that's a lovely kick to Kitchen. And I would imagine over a couple of years, we would have called that if we've been calling a lot of games. Reid to Kitchen, and Kitchen the opportunity to have a kick on goal. Hasn't had a great run for a couple of years with injury, Anthony Kitchen, but he's got a chance here to put first score on the board for the Winchelsea side. They trail by 5 behinds at the moment. Man on the mark's 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. Good approach there from Kitchen. Good looking kick off the boot. I reckon the goal umpire didn't move until he...
Yeah, on the far side of the ground, he's taken it out of the centre glue pot, which is not a bad idea. Kunalgiskas swings around, straightens up, goes forward once again. Kitchen out in the lead again, and that's another good, strong mark. And Anthony Kitchen from a similar spot will have another shot on goal. So after controlling the play for nearly 9 to 10 minutes, North Geelong unable to kick a goal. Winchelsea with 2 forward movements, positive ones, will have a chance to kick a goal. Anthony Kitchen's second goal.
Got away from forward too easily there, Loz.
Too easy, and he's usually pretty good at these set shots as well. So this will be a good start to him if they can do this, because they haven't had a lot of the play.
So Kitchen from a similar spot comes in now. Shoots on goal. Again, he likes it off the boot. It's gone across the face, but the umpire says that's okay because it's through for a goal, and that's his second major for the
there for him.
So it's in the air again. Hardingham clearly gets the tap down to Christian McFarlane. Round the body to towards half forward, and Callow in front again. Takes the mark. Left footer now. There's the lead coming from Reed. Pushed in the back. I reckon I could see that from here. As Matheson, 2 hands right in the middle of Nathan Reed's back. And 40 metres out directly in front. And I guess this is where Winchelsea got a lot of firepower in the forward half, Loz. They've had some problems in defence.
Yeah, and that's, you know, they've got Season up there as well, so they've got a bit of firepower up there today. And I think that's, you've got to win games by kicking goals, and it's not a bad idea.
Well, Reed moves in. Straight over the umpire's head as well. So a lovely kick from Nathan Reed.
First quarter, Weiss and Hardingham. Hardingham stayed in the ground and gets it down to McFarlane. Can't get a kick on ball because pressure there from Cuttajar. Well, does well, taps it back between his legs, but now only as far as Kelly, who kicks the ball out of the centre square, goes forward, looking for and doesn't find Season, but Reed's there, does work hard. Matheson's right on his tail and takes the ball out of his hands. Now back with Sweaterson, gets around the oncoming player, goes across the ground. Not a good looking kick, but made good by Bryant, who takes the mark, called the play on now. Straightens up, always under pressure, no support from around him. Season runs onto the ball, able to hit the handball through. Player there in McClure shoots on goal, and that will be another goal to Winchelsea.
We're underway again, this time Weiss 50-50 with Hardingham on that occasion, but the clearance goes inside 54 Winchelsea as the ball picked up. It's heading towards our broadcast vision. Oh, that's good work again. Callow knows what he's about as tries to get the ball across to McFarlane Graham. He's tackled. It's picked up there by Ford. Nice little kick from Ford, and mark taken on half forward by Normington for North. He's found Elsie. They're still on forward 50 North, now back into the corridor, and that's good direction. Unfortunately, the kick not good. Fitzsimmons has now got to work hard to get back on the footy. Wallen's there, gets support from Harvey. He's pretty quick, has a bounce. Runs to centre wing. Now the long kick inside forward 50. Reed, up high, nearly a great mark. Doesn't hang on to it. At ground level, Swennerson, he can't pick it up, and now he's free kicked. The tackle too high from Reed, and Swennerson will take the free kick half-back flank for North Geelong. Almost 17 minutes gone. 4 goals, Winchelsea. 5 behind North Geelong.
So the pass is short, goes to Fletcher at centre half back, plays on immediately, comes around the corner looking for Cuttajar. Over the top, Kelly makes good ground. Ford tries to knock the ball forward, back to Cuttajar. A quick kick round the corner, gets about 20 metres. Weiss runs onto the ball. Coming the other way as Kunalgiskas stands his ground, does well, looks up and finds Harvey just short of centre half forward. Now he's called to play on, doing a good job early in the first quarter. Goes wide, Swennerson and Kitchen. Kitchen at ground level does well, goes back by hand, misses the target, able to work done it again at ground level, but a free kick for over the shoulder will be paid to Kitchen. So the Winchelsea side definitely working harder at the forward level and deserving of a free kick. So Kitchen outside 50. All players loose. Kunalgiskas short, but now goes short looking for, and will find Donahue, who's led out of the square unopposed, and will have another shot on goal. So Scott Donahue from the forward pocket.
Was that Larry's son?
I think so.
I think it is, yeah, I think you're right.
Hasn't got Dad's height.
Definitely not, but we'll see what he can kick like his dad.
Well, we saw him at Winch. He knows how to kick goals. As we just noticed coming off an injury is Ford, being replaced by Cameron Brown.
So Scott Donahue comes in, deliberate shot on goal. Is going to go short of the goals, I think, and to the near side, through for a...
Brought back into play by... that was Chris Fryers, I think, brought that back in. Good kick, and he's found Fitzsimmons on half-back flank. Takes the chest mark. Now looking for some options further afield. Not a lot of movement from North Geelong, so goes the long kick towards centre wing. Oh, good use of the body there by Allsop. Takes the mark and plays on. Tackled as he kicks the footy, but and that's perhaps caused the lack of direction. The mark taken in the last line of defence for Winchelsea. Back in the middle of the ground, Fletcher collects the crumbs, front of the pack, handball back to Swenison. Swenison for North now. There's the lead, come from Normington, or go from two hands, son. You might take a mark, one hand, dropped it, goes back inboard, looking for Vesey. Great tackle there from Wilson. As the ball now turns over, it comes back by hand to Wilson. His tackle as he kicks it. Harvey, well, 3-1 numbers with Winchelsea here. Donahue tries to punch it forward. He's forced backwards by Barnett. He does well, Chris Barnett. His tackle as he kicks the footy. He doesn't get a great deal of distance. Cuttajar, he's tackled. Well, there's been some fantastic tackling here from both sides, and at the moment it's Winchelsea who've benefited from the free kick. As well, that's an atrocious kick. He kicked it straight to Bryant. Don't know where he was going there. In the middle of the game, Bryant for North Geelong. 20 minutes gone first quarter. 4-1 Winch. Lead North Geelong 5 behind.
So Bryant's gone wide, finds Normington, who's led up the ground, doing well in that area. Now he goes short, coming across hard again, gets his hand on the ball and sees it over the boundary.
I think he might be coming off.
Ball's thrown into play. Hardingham with body, gets the ball down, done well. Do McFarlane now with Wallen. Wallen running off half back as he does, loves to carry the ball. Now looks up, finds Stocks running with him. Goes able to get around the oncoming player. Kicks now towards half forward line. Leading up the ground is Reid. Dives and takes a good strong mark in front of Matheson. Up on his feet and moves quickly. Kitchen will be the target, leading out. And Kitchen with good hands in front of Brown, I think it might be. No, it's not. It's Chris Fryers. So Anthony Kitchen.
That might have been my logical first move on the Kitchen, I reckon.
Well, it wasn't a bad pass from Reid.
No, it was.
Hard to beat that.
So some quick movement has sees the ball transferred from one end of the ground to the other, and Anthony Kitchen on his first two kicks would not have any trouble whatsoever in putting this one through.
When you're having a good day, Dale, you usually slot these.
We saw that last week, didn't we? The big fella at full forward. So here's another full forward coming in. He's bread and butter here, I think, for this player. Off to the side, and it's gone through for a behind.
I'm going to
long. They are 5 behinds.
So Chris Fryers to bring the ball back in. 21.5 minutes gone first quarter. As the kick, he's kicked it straight to the Winchelsea player in Edwards. So half forward flank Edwards now. Looks for Reid. Oh, it's a lovely lead. Mark not paid. Gee, the umpire is pretty hard to get on with, I think, but the ball picked up there for North Geelong. Gee, that's a dangerous kick, but it's been picked up there by Weiss. Weiss now, middle of the ground. Numbers here with North Geelong. Fitzsimmons on his own. Oh, Hardingham did well. Put a contest on the Fitzsimmons there, and Season backing up, gave a handball, received it back again. Now long into the full forward area. Kitchen with 2 to beat. He beats them, whirls around. Now he runs into the open goal, and that's a better kick, as Anthony Kitchen has kicked goal number 3. And
days and the weather permits that. Now the ball back in the centre. Hardingham, oh, nice tap down. Goes to McFarlane. Now to Kunagiskas running with him. Kicks the ball in towards half forward, and Kitchen leads out again, but bad bounce. Picked up there by the North Geelong side, and Barnett comes wide. Goes towards the half back line. Fryers. Oh, sorry, it was Scown and Fitzsimmons in the air together, but it's good to see players going to the ball. Now he kicks towards half forward, and Normington runs onto the ball. Doing well off half forward. One of their lightning lights up forward. Goes to Angelkovic. Didn't get a good run at the ball then. Wanted to stop and prop, but coming the other way is Day for the Winchelsea side. Oh, here comes Angelkovic, knocks a few over, sees the ball over the boundary.
Ball thrown in, half forward flank. Hardingham again, dominating now in the ruck. Gets the ball to ground, but it's North Geelong at ground level who get the ball to full forward. Attacking the ball there was Matheson, as he can't control it. That's for Winchelsea, as picked up there. Vesey with just absolute brute strength. Nothing more, nothing less.
Ball back in the centre. Again, Hardingham gets it down. So the Hardingham-McFarlane combination is working very well from the centre of the ground. Goes towards half forward. Fletcher does well, holds possession. At ground level, it's picked up there by Barnett. He worked hard. Probably deserved a free kick earlier on, but doesn't get one. Ball comes out the back. Kelly comes onto the ball, playing in the middle and round half back today. Goes short, a nice looking kick. Oh, tremendous pass. And Anthony Kitchen coming up the ground once again, takes a mark 40 metres out or 35 metres out, will kick from 40, plays on quickly. Unmarked is Edwards, I think it is, on the half forward line, or in between the half forward and forward pocket. And Ray Edwards, another good kick of a football, should be able to get the distance and obviously put the 6th goal on the board for the Winchelsea side.
More well known as a defender, Ray Edwards?
Yeah, I think he usually plays off half-back, I think.
Yeah.
So Edwards comes in, probably kicking from about 30 metres out. Nice looking kick. Umpire goes across, but it's going back, and that's a goal. Umpire says yes.
Got to do something about that.
From the middle, neither ruckman get a clear tap down. Weiss picked it up, handball out, and then has to follow up himself. But Hardingham beats him at ground level and does well. Hardingham lost control of the footy, however, and there's a handball goes out to Normington. He can't control it on centre wing, and at ground level McFarlane, he lost it, but he gets it eventually. Nice control handball to McClure. McClure to centre half forward. In front, Susan.
Great mark.
And I guess that was poor defence. The handball quickly to Callow. Callow to full forward. Drop mark there by Kitchen. Runs into the open goal. And there's goal number 4 in the first quarter for Anthony Kitchen.
Full intensity. So the ball back in the centre of the ground. Elzinger leads in the race for the ball. Can't pick it up. Falls over the top. Scoops out the back now. Gets his hand away. Does well to Kennedy. Now goes towards Elsie. In the glue pot. Harvey puts pressure on him. Harvey's quick for a little bloke. His legs really do pump, and he kicks the ball up from the half back line. Goes towards centre wing. Season can't take the mark. Swinnerson tries to come in, put some pressure on. Both players at ground level. Out the back to Kunagiskas. Over the top. Back to Harvey. Gets around the oncoming player. Now goes short. Looking for, trying to find Reed. Gets bodies well. Matheson does extremely well. Takes the ball out of his hands. Goes back now to Barnett, and Barnett swings the ball across the centre half back. And a hand with Weiss. Weiss on quickly. Alford hasn't had many touches. Will need to get more. Goes wide, finds the player there. Should have been a free kick, I would have thought, in today's game, but Edwards has done well in that situation. Back into play. In ruck, Weiss this time gets bodies in front, but I think Hardingham gets the ball over the top. Hardingham now goes to Kunagiskas, gets the ball off the ground by foot, didn't pick the ball up. Favours now the player Reed running onto the ball, doesn't pick it up but is smart. Gets it back to Kelly. Alford in support does well. Eludes the tackle, goes wide, but the ball's gone straight up off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full. So North Geelong's going from bad to worse now. And Kunagiskas again brings the ball back in quickly, leading up the ground as the siren sounds to end the first quarter and sees the Winchelsea side 7 goals to 44. They lead the home side North Geelong 1 goal.
Again, beautiful tap down. Well read there by Elzinger though for North Geelong. McFarlane in and under there for Winch. Unfortunately can't get away with it this time. And about 5 metres toward the northern goal, to which Winch are kicking in this quarter. The umpire will do it again. As again Hardingham to McFarlane. Gee whiz, they've done that quite a bit from the game. It's ended up back in the arms of Kelly in the centre, goes towards full forward Reed. One arm held, the ball at ground level Kitchen. Oh, goodness gracious. When things are falling for you, they are falling. Kitchen, the ball fell into his arms. He's hooked it around.
Juggernauts just continued, but again with Hardingham gets the ball out. This time Harvey off the wing. Good tackle there from Fitzsimmons, I think it was. Comes back now. Alford's going to be in pressure if he doesn't get the ball, but he's good enough to get a kick on the ball towards half forward. Hardingham floats up, takes one hand and then puts the other up and takes the mark. So Craig Hardingham off half back, goes short. Good kick for the big fella, goes short and finds Harvey. A worm burner, that's what it needed to be, to hit him on the chest. He's only a little bloke. He goes towards centre half forward, and that's not a good kick because Weiss has placed himself there. Goes by hand back to Elzinger. Elzinger now trying to create some run, goes towards half forward. Bryant can't pick it up the first time, goes back and collects it. Now comes towards the centre of the ground, kicks there towards Fletcher. Fletcher again, ball hits the ground. Good defensive play, falls in the hands of Allslop. Goes to full forward. Vesey takes the mark, plays on quickly. Don't know why he did it, but he's kicked the goal anyway. So Clint Vesey.
Second quarter, Hardingham and Weiss share that one. Little toe poke from Winch, goes forward, but picked up there by Fitzsimmons, round the body to centre half forward, and in front was Elsie, took the chest mark, can kick the footy a fair way, this young fella. It's outside 50, give him a bit of a chance. It's going to land in the goal square. Oh, Vesey, nice little push in the back, and umpire said, yeah, that's all fine. And Vesey took the chest mark 1 metre out. We'll go back and kick his second goal in a minute.
I don't normally put him in the paper before he's kicked it for our listeners. He's a centimetre out, I think.
So pops it over the top, and that's goal number 3 to Clint Vesey.
Ball goes up, ball probably again both players' hands, but comes in the hands of Allslop. Here goes forward with a quick kick going towards half forward. Elsie leads in the race for the ball, but the ball comes over the top. Normington running in behind, picks the ball up, round on the left foot, short, can't find Zitko, follows up, does well. Probably awards a free kick there for a high tackle sliding in, and that player in Normington will have a free kick right on the boundary line. Forward pocket, only 25 metres out from goal, so distance not a problem. Angle very acute.
Good reward there for effort there, Dale.
Looking for someone to come and play on now, but he works around, pushes around, and I think he's kicked a goal. That is a goal to the North Geelong side, and
certainly back in the game as the ball goes in the air. 5.5 minutes gone. Weiss got the tap down, only as far though as Kunaguskas. His handball went out today, and the ball to Susan very quickly at half forward. Nice little handball, and they go forward. Reid got the drop on Matheson on that occasion. He can't afford to, Matheson can't afford to give Reid any sort of latitude, because very strong mark, Nathan Reid, and we'll have a shot on goal. Man on the mark's 45 from goal. It'll take a good kick. I think the ground might be a little bit softer there, and traction might be a bit difficult to find, but
we've got a good view of it, Eric. If he runs straight, he should dob this.
So Nathan Reid moves in. It's a good looking kick off the boot, and it is through the tall timber. So an answering goal for
Eric. He's jumping into him a little bit more.
So now the tap went to Allsop. Good tap there from Weiss. Allsop immediately into the full forward area. And coming across the front of the pack there was Normington once again to take a chest mark. So the man on the mark's only 30 from goal directly in front. So an opportunity here for Corey Normington, the kicker of North Geelong's last goal a couple of minutes ago, to move in, which he now does. Good approach. That's a good looking kick off the boot, and the goal umpire's pretty happy with it. So Normington kicks his second goal in a couple of minutes.
Weiss now doing a better job in the centre, gets his handball down, comes out, but only as far as Harvey, works over the ball, can't pick the ball up. Alford's in there, gets a high tackle and is rewarded a free kick. Plays on quickly, goes by hand to Elzinger. Elzinger short, looking for Elsie and finds that player just outside 50. It's directly in front of goal, probably outside his range. We'll be looking forward. Maybe to go to Vesey. Now he goes in that direction. He's led out well by himself. It's a nice looking kick, and it's found the big full forward in Clint Vesey coming out to take the mark 25 to 30 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle.
Elsie's made a difference centre forward, Loz.
Yeah, he has, Eric, and we could have a shootout of the full forwards there today. He'll probably kick this. He's a pretty good kick.
So Vesey comes in. We'll follow the ball right in behind him here. Hooked it across. And it's through for a minor point, minor score of a minor point. That was a point, I suppose. But
and kicked across it.
So the kick in quickly from Warland. It's marked by Edwards at centre half back. He handballs to Warland, who's run on. He draws a player back to Edwards, also who ran well. Now to McFarlane on centre wing, takes the mark, plays on quickly. They've moved the ball almost to centre half forward very quickly, but 3-1. And unfortunately, the one for North Geelong was ahead of the Winchelsea players. So they've turned it over once again. Weiss in the middle for North. Takes the mark, goes long inside forward 50. There's a good battle there. Zitko tried to use his body. Coming across the back of the pack was Matheson. Fantastic smother by Normington, and recovers the footy as well. Comes around. He's hooked it towards the full forward area. It's across the face of goal behind. 2 goals, 3 off the boot of Normington. So he's been pretty active. 5-7-37 North. They trail Winch 9-56. George Brothers second quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes gone.
Probably deserved better there, didn't he?
Deserved better from that. There was some good play, and he looks only a young boy. I don't know him, but looked pretty special bit of play there.
So Reid to do the kicking in. Coach is coming onto the ground in Paul Price, but Reid goes straight up the ground. Long kick, gets inside the square. Elzinger holds his ground and will be awarded a free kick for the over the shoulder there, I think, from Kelly trying to take the mark. So Elzinger to put the ball back into play quickly, goes short and finds the player in
Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons it is, you're right. I was just trying to think of this. Oh, no one stands the mark. Plays in, runs to 25, kicks on goal, and Derek Fitzsimmons kicks the 6th goal for the North Geelong of the afternoon.
North right back in the game now as Weiss clearly won the tap down the middle. McFarlane read it this time for Winch and gets the kick forward. Going back there with Swennerson, can't take the mark, but he's got good back up there as the ball now kicked across the ground. There's a foot race. Weiss, bit of pace there from the big fella. Scown just come off the interchange bench and accepts the mark. He chips it over the top. He's got Normington. He's a long way from the forward pocket. He's backward of centre. but a bit more movement from the north side in this second quarter. As Normington now kicks back toward the centre of the ground. Oh, gee, set Elsie a huge task there. 1 against 4, but I tell you what, he's going to just about win it. As unfortunately numbers went out. Price accepts a handball, gets it to Edwards. Edwards towards half forward. Winch, they're struggling to go forward, and good strength there from Graham McFarlane, but the kick not good. Swennerson in front of Season. Now a good follow up there. Winch get the kick off the ground. It's going towards the full forward position. All over running the footy. Reed tried to kick it off the ground. Fryers does well in defence. He picks it up. He's immediately tackled. Gets a handball away. There's Barnett over the top by hand. It's picked up. There's a lot of handball, a lot of mistakes being made. Graham
restarts play, throws the ball back in over his head, and Jelkovic from behind gets the ball down, comes to McFarlane, who does well around the contest, the stoppages, and a high tackle there from Alford. And McFarlane, this is Christian McFarlane taking the free kick. So Christian McFarlane, as I said, working very well around all stoppages here today, getting a lot of first clearances, has a chance to maybe extend the lead for Winchelsea here. Kicking from about 40 metres out. Comes in, kicks on goal. Going to be just short of the goal square, I think, and it's gone through for a behind.
Just pulled it a little bit.
So Jelkovic doing the kicking in for North. Kitchen does well, gets back to make a contest on the 50-metre arc, and in fact has kept the ball in there for Winchelsea. So good effort from Kitchen. Made good ground out there to be in that contest. Umpire puts the ball in the air. Season doing the ruck work. Beaten on that occasion at ground levels. Harvey, great pace. A little chip forward looking for Reed. Leads in the race for the footy. Can he control it? He can't at this stage. Goes to ground. Oh, Matheson all over the top of him. Goodness gracious. Now the umpire's pinged him. I thought you had to tackle him legally.
That's a bit hard.
Oh, on his back, around his neck, but the free kick's gone to Matheson. A terrible kick. Now the turnover, and again the free kick for a head-high tackle. It's against the Winchelsea forwards, and it's gone to Swennerson. A little bit lucky perhaps as Elzinger, Mark still backward of centre. Now goes towards centre half forward. Allsop, good strength with his body there. Unfortunately goes to ground. Now Winch, they can't get the ball clear as Allsop again gets up. As coming in strongly there was Kelly. He can't control the footy. And gee, it's a bit scrambly at centre half forward. Now the umpire puts a whistle on play. 15 minutes gone, third quarter. 9-3 Winch lead North Geelong 6-7.
So at the centre half forward position for the North Geelong side. Umpire throws the ball up. Weiss there. Hardingham from behind. Gets the ball down. Only this time as far as in. Jelkovic comes backwards. Goes to Elzinger. Elzinger round the corner short. Not a good looking kick, but Kelly coming across. Has the ball, but he's been awarded a free kick for a trip there. Attempted trip, I think. And Kelly of Winchelsea will take the relieving free kick. Has McClure long, but now changes direction, goes across the ground. Scown in front, Warland from behind. Warland puts his hand up and just reaches over the top and plucks the ball. So Matty Warland, half-back flank for the Winchelsea side. Going to go now, pushing forward. Goes towards centre wing, Season's there, uses his body well, gets Swennerson out of the road, now goes over the top, by hand to Kitchen. So Kitchen out in the half-forward line, goes long to the goal square, targets Kunagissis, over the back, it's a good spoil there from behind, comes down to the front of pack, Matheson, handball intercepted there by McClure, goes back to the goal square, by himself is that player in Nathan Reed, turns around.
17 minutes gone, neither ruckman get a clear tap down, comes to ground, Price in the middle there, funnels it along the ground, but it's picked up by Alford for the north side, but marked at centre half back by Kelly for Winchelsea. Gets the lead on centre wing. Mark taken for Winch. It's McClure. He goes by foot towards Reed. Can't take the mark. Good. He hasn't had the influence today, young Fletcher, as he has. Well, Weiss just threw his opponent ruckman to the ground, and the ball picked up by Harvey. Handball back to Kelly on the left foot now. Kelly towards a big pack of players. Weiss from behind, can't take the mark. Good crumbing there as the ball goes to McFarlane. Christian McFarlane for Winchelsea goes goalwards and has popped through his first goal for the day. And good passage of play.
Ball reads it well, kicks the ball off the ground, doesn't even try to pick it up. Gains valuable ground, going back is Swennerson. Has eyes watching the player coming at him, but picks the ball up eventually. Tackle there from Season. Umpire says it's not coming out, and I will ball it up. So we're inside 50. Winchelsea again into attack. Season will go and ruck with Weiss. Weiss with body, pushes him out of the road. Ball comes down to the ground. Players converge, kicked off the ground. Comes out, player running onto the ball is McClure, I think it is. Gets the handball back, goes back to Harvey. Harvey now in the hands of McFarlane again. McFarlane tries to weave in and out of the contest. Can't do so. Weiss tries to tackle the player lying on the ground. Ball still in the hands now. Back with Harvey. Ball not going anywhere, I don't think. So we're going to ball it up, he is, once again.
There's a lot of pressure in there, like
blokes
trying to pick the footy up and not getting any opportunity.
The pleasing part, they're having a dip. They're all having a go at getting it.
No clean possession, but it's thrown up by the umpire again. Tackle from Price, it is, on a player along the ground. Well, I think players stopped looking for a free kick or something, but umpire eventually does so, and we'll have another ball up. So we've gained a couple of metres. Umpire says, I'm having a bit of an influence here. Bowls it up now, comes down hard again, does his own groundwork, goes down with Weiss. He does the same thing, gets a handball out. This time only as far as half back line, and picking up the other way as Fitzsimmons does well. Nice pick up, round to the left, goes towards just short of centre wing, and Bryant takes the mark and is given a clip around the wing as he goes down, but gets up quickly. Nothing damage done. Goes now straight across the ground, finds Alford. Alford in the true centre half back position. Looking for players, goes short. Not a good looking kick, but gets to the desired effect. Finds Bryant again. Goes in quickly. This time Wallen comes out. Can't pick the ball up. Kicks it off the ground. Normington it is that runs onto it. He's also having trouble to pick the ball up. Tackled front on there by Kelly. Ball this time definitely won't come out. No way known. And the umpire says, I'm going to have another ball up.
So we're into time on. 21 minutes gone, second quarter, as the ball's thrown up, half-back flank for Winch. They've done well through Edwards. Put down as he kicked the footy. All clear, said the umpire. Weiss, a kick behind the game, as behind the play, picks it up in defence. A nice little chip pass has found Normington. True centre wing on the western side of the ground. Not a good kick, but Fitzsimmons made it really good. Took a strong mark leading forward. Now he decides to go goal. It's a long kick to the goal square. And Vesey just threw his opponent out of the contest, Matheson, and took the easy chest mark. So some interesting interpretations, aren't there?
Gee, I tell you, it was
a good kick. Moving a fly, that one.
It was a great kick from Derek Fitzsimmons, though.
It was. As Vesey now, he's only 10 metres out, ambles in and kicks goal number 4. So
once again, we're back in the centre. Weiss doing exceptionally well in the second quarter, knocks the ball down. Allsop doesn't take the ball on the first occasion, does so on the second, knocks it to Weiss. Now Fitzsimmons runs onto the ball, he can't pick it up. Coming the other way, Price doesn't try and pick the ball up, but tries to kick it off the ground, but in doing so has given away a free kick to Brown. So Brown of North Geelong, outside the 50 metres arc, chance to put North Geelong deep into attack.
They had each other, didn't they? It was a bear hug.
So Brown now, long kick in towards forward. Vessey's a target in front. Got 2 hands on it and taken a great mark. And Clint Vesey will be going back to line up for goal number 5.
So to see that on the tape, I reckon his 2 hands might have been fair square in the middle of Hardingham's back.
Spent the first half of the first quarter on the bench, so a good return for this player if he can put this one through. And for North Geelong, which will edge him even closer, bring it back to 14 points. Vesey comes in, kicks on goal, is going across.
He's got it.
Plays in the square, think it's good, and it is a goal.
It's gone second quarter. Hardingham beaten by Weiss again, and Fitzsimmons running on the ball beautifully. Long kick into the full forward area. The back of the pack, Cuttajar had the opportunity there. He was clear. 24 and a half minutes gone. Vesey again. Well, he got caught that time. He pushed Hardingham in the back once again, and Hardingham gets the free kick. Handball to McFarlane. McFarlane towards centre wing. A little bit short on height there was Brad Scan, but Alford does well. He's tackled by Price, and the ball is over the boundary line. Well, high tackle, said the umpire, and Fletcher, the free kick, he's got Weiss on his own. He takes the mark, sort about a handball to Alford. That was good, because he suddenly saw Alford was covered. The ball's gone back to the boundary, and Fletcher's taken the mark just inside the field of play. So we haven't gone too far. Perhaps North have gained 20 metres. The ball now, half-forward flank. We're in the hands of Fletcher. He kicks it along the boundary line. Big pack of players there. Good spoil from Hardingham. And the ball straight up in the air. Hardingham read it well. Comes down to Elsie. Can't control it. There's a whistle. Not too sure what's happened here. Who's got the free kick? It's he's pointing Winchelsea's way.
I think it's a North.
Well, I can't even find the ball.
There it is.
Oh,
To the coach's box.
all stops on the mark. So free kick's gone back
I think
to
the
Kelly.
players are confused there. They were setting up a North on score line.
So gee, that's a
Oh,
terrible
it's
kick.
hospital
It's put Matheson under enormous pressure, but he takes the mark. Matheson half-back flank there for Winch. Oh, chip pass, that's terrible. That was well read there by Brown. And Brown now for North. Back inside forward 50. Allsop, free kick, whatever you like. He was being held there by Day. If the umpire hadn't paid the mark, he certainly should have paid the free kick. And, well, Shane Allsop, he's 40 metres out on the boundary line, but I tell you what, don't give him away because this fellow can kick the footy. Will get the distance, I anticipate.
Bet you're 100 he doesn't pass it.
And it is a magnificent kick. Well, he doesn't really get the distance, and
Rushed.
it's a rush behind. They force it through the defenders. 8 goals, 8, 56. That's North Geelong. 11-3, 69. Winchelsea, Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes
That's
gone.
a good kick.
And that's Callow kicking the ball in from full back, and he's landed on the point of the square. North Geelong again with possession. Swinnerson falls over as he's taken the ball. Season lows over the top of him. Ball not coming out. Umpire's allowed it to go, but finally says, I'm going to throw it up in the air. So the umpire back in control. Few players with hands on heads. Been a high contest game. Luis doing well again. Gets the ball down. Comes to Welford at ground level this time season. Picks the ball up. Gets a quick kick out of the pack. Only as far as McFarlane. Able to take him on. Gets across and beats Angelkovic. The umpire says he's run too far and he'll have to come back and the ball will be handed over. So Angelkovic, I think, is out on the far side with possession and the free kick. Goes forward. Goes short. Finds Normington. Played well, doesn't take the mark, but gains the ball at ground level, comes back towards the centre, Weiss is the target, but coming across is McClure, and that's Trent, takes the mark on the left foot, swings the ball around quickly,
Beautiful
goes
kick.
to Kitchen again, and Kitchen outside 50, well up the ground, will go towards Reed, tries to take on the player who slips, doesn't get able to hold him up, goes now to Kunagiskas, taps the ball down to Harvey.
Great play.
Harvey will be able to run right into goal, and good play there from Kunagiskas, tapped the ball to Harvey, running through, and kicks his goal for the afternoon. So
Time, but the ball is in the air once again. Hardingham and Weiss 50-50. Ball taken for North Geelong by Elzinger. Immediate, in fact, it's Normington in the middle, immediately tackled, and the umpire will do it all again. Hardingham, good run that time, gets perhaps the better of it coming in season. Well, he gets it to McFarlane. He has to handball away. North putting a lot more pressure on the ball carrier in this quarter. Now there's a whistle blown, advantage
great
paid
mark.
on Nathan Reed. Ball, well, he made that a good mark, didn't he? He was out of position. He reached the arms forward.
Yeah, hard
and,
to punch the back out a little bit.
He did, and
classic mark of a player that can play the game a bit.
yeah, so the man that marks about 45 from goal will take a very good kick from here, kicking to the northern end. We saw a couple of the North players in the first quarter struggle to get the distance from here, but now Reed is a good-looking kick. I think it's going to be offline. Oh, great mark taken there, and it is a goal to Matty Wallen.
Yep.
Matty
So
Wallen.
Wallen took the mark, played on, and as the siren was sounding, he's put the ball to boot, and it's been a goal allowed. So 13th goal to Winchelsea, and it is half-time. Winchelsea, 13 goals, 3, 81. Leading North Geelong, 8, 56. Goal kickers to... As we come back, the ball is in the air, and both ruckmen neither get a touch to ground, but picked up by Christian McFarlane again for Winch. Round the body towards half forward. Scown for North, leads in the race for the footy and takes it toward the boundary to bring the football back into play. In it comes Hardingham with strength, gets it down. The kick comes for Winchelsea towards half forward. Mark not taken by Season at ground level. There's foot race on. Good work there by Reed. Reed hooks around the body looking for Kitchen. Kitchen does well. Picks it up round the body. Went straight up in the air, in fact. Comes to ground. Scown leads in the race for the footy. He can't pick it up, but he kicks it along.
Throws the ball back into start play. Season and Swinnerson do the ruck work. Elzinger with his head down over the ball. Works hard to pick it up. Can't feed it out. Broad high tackle there from McFarlane, not seen by the umpire. Now back in the hands of Swennerson, gets the ball out. Back to Elzinga, now to the player there. It was in Alford, but Scowning back to Alford. Alford now goes wide, looking for Fitzsimmons. Oh, poor bounce, and McClure runs onto the ball, favoured by the left foot, goes towards the pocket. Reed leads out in front of Matheson. Can't pick the ball up. Matheson does well, gets back and takes possession. Free kick awarded to that player for putting his body over the ball. And Matheson takes a relieving free kick, goes short. Alford just outside the 50-metre zone, takes the mark, half-back flank. Short again, this time looking for, can't find out Jelkovic. But at ground level he tries to pick the ball up, but it goes now to Hardingham, to McFarlane. We've called that a few times today. Back with McClure on the left foot again, short, looking for Kitchen, and Kitchen out in front of the player in Friars takes the mark. So Anthony Kitchen marks on 35, will kick from 40. He's had 2 shots early in the game from this same spot, probably a little bit further out. Was successful on both those occasions. So Anthony Kitchen, quite a second quarter, but lining up here for goal number 6, comes in, kicks on goal, gets to the goal square, goes through, over and through for a goal. So it's a good start to the Winchelsea side.
So 3 minutes gone, third quarter. Winchelsea in front. Neither ruckman really gets a tap down, and there's a free kick against Elzinga. It's gone to Kelly. Both went down in the mud, and umpire said that Elzinga illegally put Kelly down. He moves forward now. Pretty muddy ball going towards half forward. Swennerson didn't take the mark. Harvey went without it. Season went without it. And now finally it was Kennedy. Get it toward the boundary for North Geelong. And up high there was Season. Only into the arms there of Alford it was. I was watching behind the play, Kennedy and Harvey. There's a bit going on off the footy as the handball comes out to Elzinga. He comes back, handball backwards again to Alford. Alford now has Allsop, and Allsop takes the mark. Off a step, goes towards centre half forward. The leads come from Fitzsimmons in front. Pretty hard to beat him from there, and it's a good solid mark. Fitzsimmons now, there's a whistle on play. He's got to come back, I think. The umpire wouldn't let him play on because it was a mark. It was. So Derek Fitzsimmons had a very good game again as he moves forward now. We'll take a good, I'll tell you what, he's given it absolutely heaps, and in trying to get distance, he's hooked it to Blazers out of bounds on the foot.
The ball will be kicked in. No, it's handballed over the top, goes to Wallen. Wallen now runs out of defence, kicks the ball towards centre wing, and just short of that position, Kelly takes a mark, turns quickly and goes towards Harvey, who's led up the ground, and now true centre wing, goes inside, looking for and finds McFarlane. McFarlane on the right boot towards centre half forward, seizing the target. Oh, but Swennerson floating across in front takes the mark. So Swennerson now to change direction of play, will he? No. Yes, he does. Goes to the far side of the ground. Fitzsimmons this time in front again. Takes another strong mark. Looking to go forward. Comes now off the half-back line towards half forward. Normington out in front. Over his head. Reads the play well, but getting back on the ball. He picks the ball up. Tackled as he does so. Slung to the ground. Feeds the home ball out, but doesn't favour the home side. Goes towards Winchelsea's player there, and a free kick there. A good tackle from Fletcher. Now it's played on to Brown. Brown running towards the goal. Shoots, and to the near side has missed the goal.
So ball coming in once again for Winch. It's a good looking kick for distance. Elzinga doesn't take the mark, comes to ground, put the player down after he handballed the ball away. So it's a, well, that probably, the umpire's going to report him. I think the possibility is the umpire certainly hasn't seen the first incident. So the Winchelsea player will go in the book. Troy Elzinga will he'll get the free kick. So it's so it's 15 minutes for Day. It is Matthew Day. So. Yeah, the umpire, I think the the free kick will be at where the incident took place, or is it a 50-metre penalty? Troy Elzinga will get the kick. So now we...
It is 50.
Yeah, it is, that's normal with the report, I think. So...
Well, this puts a different complexion on the game now.
Yeah, one player down.
One player down.
So I'll reserve my judgment on what happened there. Better I say nothing, I think.
I didn't even see it. I had my head down. I was looking at the book.
Well, let me say it was retaliation. That's easy. So a handball from Elzinga to Allsop, and that's a set play. And Allsop from 50, he makes the distance easily and has kicked the goal for North Geelong.
So the ball back in the centre of the ground. Weiss and Harningham. Maybe Weiss gets the ball down to Elzinga. Quick kick round the corner towards half forward. Fletcher's worked under the ball there by Stocks. I think it was off half back. Now picked up by the player there in Fitzsimmons once again, playing very well, goes to Normington. Normington back to Allsop to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons shoots on goal, and Derek Fitzsimmons, that is a great kick around the corner.
Quarter ball up in the air once again. This time Hardingham tapped down only as far as Alford. He tries to break the tackle. Umpire said you've had ample opportunity, and the free kick's gone to Hardingham. So he tried to take the tackler on. Now Hardingham, I don't know that he's too keen on kicking the footy. Yes, he does. It's a good kick too. He's gone looking for Kelly and Susan. They're both spoiled. The ball comes to ground. Kelly threw himself on the footy.
Yeah,
now it's a free kick to Kelly. And Barnett, I was just going to say, would need to hand the ball over pretty quickly. Now the leads come from Kitchen. He's gone the other way, and it's a shocking kick. Luck is a fortune because Christian McFarlane held without the footy. Got to get the free kick, I would have thought. And a little bit of experience there. He pushed the ball forward rather than taking possession, and Kennedy put the tackle on.
He made something out of nothing there.
It was illegal anyway,
yeah,
but
right.
The free kick now to Christian McFarlane. So they'll need a goal here, Winch, because they're in the middle of a 15-minute period without one of their players' day ordered from the ground and reported, we believe. So McFarlane now. It's not a bad-looking kick off the boot, though. It's not going to make the distance. It doesn't make the direction anyway. So second behind for McFarlane. 14 goals, 488, Winch. They lead North 10-9-69. De Grande cycles third quarter scoreboard. 12 minutes gone.
So Djokovic with options short in the pocket, doesn't go there. Now he goes short, straight up the ground, and finds Barnett. So Chris Barnett, only 20 metres out from goal, but has possession for North Geelong. Will go to the far side of the ground and towards centre wing. Over the top. Oh, Allsop tries to get over the top of Season, but Season, with some strength, comes back with a flight and wins a free kick. So Jeremy Season, handballs now to the running player, and that I think was player there in Edwards, I think, goes towards full forward. A good-looking kick, but in front, and Djokovic doesn't take the mark. McFarlane at the front and square, goes towards goal and goes wide. No one on the mark. I don't know why he can't play on, because I agree with the crowd that time. Yeah. So Scow now back at full back, or the back pocket, will take the free kick. Has Swennerson short. Goes short this time, Matheson. Back to where Barnett had the ball shot some time ago. Goes short over the top, and Barnett this time again has the ball just inside the 50-metre zone, directly at centre half back. Now switches, comes towards the broadcast side, looking for Kennedy. Kennedy uses his body well and takes the mark. Goes back. It's off just to back on the centre wing. Has players beside him, and Elsie short again. This time fires Elsinger just in the field of play. He plays on, goes short. Oh, sorry, goes longer now, looking for Allsop, running hard. Takes the mark. Favoured on the left foot, goes round the corner. Probably not a good kick, but it's well picked up there by Brown. Brown shoots on goal, going towards, but no, swinging away through for a minus.
Comes in, kicks it low. It's, gee whiz, that's very chancy, Brian. Put the spoil on from behind. Now he's tipped it forward. Oh, Weiss can't take the mark. Fletcher, he reads it well, came in, and that's a terrific effort from young Cameron Fletcher. He's kicked the goal for...
Harningham and Weiss, they've done it all day. Maybe a 0-all draw, but it comes to Allsop at ground level. Picked up there by Edwards in the centre of the ground. Gets a quick kick forward and favours Jeremy Season, who's chasing the ball. Does well. Picks the ball up cleanly on the left foot. Swings it around the corner. Kitchen in front. Takes the mark, using the body well in front of Chris Fryers. So Anthony Kitchen, another mark. Similar position. Goal number 7 beckons for the Winchelsea side for Anthony Kitchen to make sure that they maintain some sort of lead.
He's having a decent run up, Dale.
Yep, he likes this end, I think. This is where he's kicked most of his goals. So Anthony Kitchen from, again, 35 to 40 metres out. That 45-degree angle favoured his his right foot. Comes in now, shoots on goal. Looks good off the boot.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Says that is another goal to Anthony Kitchen. His
ball goes in there again. Hardingham got the best of a secondary effort, gets it to Susan. He tried to handball forward, but Fitzsimmons tackled the player without the footy, but picked up by Harvey, and Harvey goes to the lead there of Reed. And when they're leading and the ball gets delivered well, the winch forwards are very, very hard to control. But on this occasion, Nathan Reed man the mark about 40 metres out. So
coach is coming onto the ground, Eric, so
it's probably
a good move at this point.
An important move, I'd imagine, because they need a bit of direction, don't they? As Nathan Reed now moves in. It's a good-looking kick. It's a beautiful kick from Nathan Reed, and that's goal number 4 for him.
Both ruckman, tireless. Over the top, Hardingham gets the ball down. Harvey runs with the flow of the ball, picked up, but he can't get a kick on it. Now Hardingham, kick smothered, comes back in the hands of Season. No, it's not. It's McClure at ground level. Comes out now to Season, gets the ball going forward, and the running out is Donoghue. Donoghue swings round the right foot, goes short. Reed once again from behind. Matheson, he does well this time. Gets the ball to the ground at least. Reed over the top of the ball. Players dive on it. Umpires letting things go, but it's not coming out. So we're going to have a restart of play in a 30 seconds or 20 seconds time.
It was good play there by Nathan Reed then. It was worked hard to keep it in.
Ball thrown in the air, comes down. Donoghue overruns the ball, now in the hands of Swennerson, spins out of the pack, gets a handball to Alford. Alford short kick, looking for Allsop, goes over his head, runs toward the boundary line, good enough to trap it inside. Goes on the left foot, but that's not a good looking kick because it's going to come in the box, just about. So,
How are you feeling, Smitty, all right?
I can see you coming. I thought she was coming in. So we're back in the hands here of Edwards. Edwards, a nice kick of the football, goes long. Reed will be the target, but Matheson works around the ball, but Reed does well. Takes another great mark. And Nathan Reed from 35 metres out, 45-degree angle, will have another shot on goal.
He read that pretty well. He was third in line, wasn't he?
Well, he's coming up for kick number 10, one handball, and coming up for his, how many goals? His 5th
4
goal.
he's got. This could be 5 if he slots it. We're going to be pretty well behind it. Dale, call him through.
I think if it's anything like his last kick, it won't even deviate off line. So he's a nice kick of the ball, Nathan Reed.
He'll be good
Will come in.
He'll run straight.
Doesn't move off the line very much at all. So this will extend a lead to 5 goals if he's able to do so. Kicks on the goal. It's coming back on. Oh, I thought that was a goal, but it's through for a minor score. And Nathan Reed's first blemish for the afternoon. 16-5 now. The Winchelsea side, they lead North Geelong 11 goals 10.
So there's it's an interesting one because the kick in was taken very quickly, and Alford took the mark, but Chris Fryers put. Is it Anthony? No, it's not Kitchen. It's Season, I think. Put him down. For what reason, I don't know. Was off the ball, but the umpire was just watching. So Jeremy Season, the opportunity to take the ball back, and this could be a crucial mistake, Laurie, for the North defence.
Yeah, it certainly could be, Eric. He's usually normally a good kick, and how far out? 40?
The man the mark's at about 35, but it's a 45-degree angle. It'll be a difficult shot from out there, but I guess we've seen Anthony Kitchen kick about 4 from out there, but it's not Anthony Kitchen kicking the footy. It is Jeremy Season. He moves in, gets underneath it, not going to make the distance. Oh, yes, he has, I reckon. That's a magnificent goal. Chris Fry's off the ground as a result of it, so it's probably going to weaken the defence.
So plays restarted, ball now back in the hands of Scown after the ball up, and he goes forward. Nice looking kick, but going back with the flight of the ball is Callow, and Callow takes a mark off half back. Left foot kick, nice kick of the ball, comes wide, looking for and finds player there in Kelly. Kelly now swings around, goes forward again, looks for Harvey, the smallest man on the ground, and he takes the mark, and that's saying something because Scowney's standing beside him. So Mark Harvey, I think it is, will go back, kick the ball forward. Reed again presents up, does a mark, takes that mark outside 50. Kitchen leads straight up the ground, works his way around. Matheson on the mark now, kicks towards the goal square. Player there is Edwards, going back with the flight of the ball. Was the North Geelong player in forward, can't take the mark. In the hands of McFarlane. McFarlane round the corner. He has kicked a goal, Laurie. That's a great kick, a great step there by Christian McFarlane. He's second for the...
Ball's in the air once again. Hardingham got back on top, I think, in this quarter in the middle. Got the tap down, but only as far as Alford. Alford for North. Long inside forward 50. Brown leads in the race for the footy. Hooks it back towards the goal area. And Winch are more than happy just to rush it through for behind. 11 goals, 11.77. That's North. 18.5, 113. Winchelsea. That's the Grandy Cycle third quarter scoreboard. 23.5 minutes gone.
Callo's gone ball once again, and he's put the ball to the point of the square, but Fitzsimmons coming the other way, takes the ball, goes to the pocket, could have gone at goal, but going back Normington, can't take the mark. Good pressure there from the Winchelsea side in Stocks. Stocks gets the ball out now to Wallen. Wallen goes over the top, an up and handball, goes towards Edwards. In the play there is McFarlane. McFarlane back to Wallen, goes towards centre wing. Season, Scown gets back, support, takes the ball, goes over the top, looking for Swennerson. Not a good handball, but Swennerson picked the ball up, able to go back to Scown. Support arrives there, and that's flung out of the contest there. Could have been a free kick for nearly a throw. Barnett's able to pick the ball up, though. Goes on the left foot, short, over the top of Weiss. And Kelly, coming from behind, has taken the mark. So Kelly playing a different game today, playing off half-back and through the middle. Is picking up plenty of possessions. Goes now towards the half-forward line, leading up as Reed. Alford's able to get a hand on the ball. Goes back and collects it now. Goes round the corner, finds Brown by himself. Has time to steady. Short pass. Bryant all by himself. Able to run inside 50. Gets to that position now. Kicks the ball on goal. Will hit the goal square. Vesey behind. Elsie can't take the mark at ground level. Elsie can't get off the ground. Tackled from behind. Ball underneath. Umpire says holding the ball. And a 50-metre penalty being awarded to Craig Hardingham there, with the umpire giving that 50-metre penalty. And there's another one for a bad throwback. So that's a 100-metre penalty.
Craig will normally be in kicking distance.
That's lack of discipline, isn't it? That was poor.
Yeah, that is poor.
So umpire has now gone from goal square to the 50-metre line, the other end of the goal, other end of the ground.
A big man. What's a betting? I don't think he can kick that far. He's ran too far. Handballs.
Handball goes back to McFarlane. So there's the combination again. Hardingham to McFarlane. McFarlane gets around the oncoming player. Goes wide to Season. Can play on it if he wants to, but will steady up. Harvey snicked off the back, but he's not going to go there. So Jeremy Season's going to take it on his own shoulders here to go back and kick for goal. With 25 and a half minutes ticked by third quarter, another goal here to the Winchelsea side would be very, very handy. So Jeremy Season comes in, crosses over 50, gets to 40, kicks on goal. Won't make the distance this time to the goal square. Good spoil from Brown, I think it is, coming over the top. And it's gone through for a rush behind to the Winchelsea side. So 18-6 now. They lead
the kick in for North Geelong on this occasion. As Winch, they've done pretty well. They've manned up, except Troy Elzinga was unmanned. Barnett has made good position there and has taken the mark. Chris Barnett now for North. Goes towards half forward flank, looking for Allsop. One hand. Oh, the umpire, what's he paid? He surely didn't pay the mark.
He has.
So Allsop now didn't really control the footy. Kelly would feel a bit aggrieved about that lot, but now Allsop. Lovely kick of the football. There's the lead from Fitzsimmons. Lovely kick, lovely lead, and a great mark there from Fitzsimmons. He's just inside forward 50, decides to go long. He's hooked it again, I think, in trying to get distance.
Do the kicking in, kicks to himself, plays on, takes a bounce, will take Vesey on. Has players coming at him, so he goes over the top. The ball doesn't favour him, but goes now in the hands of Matheson. Matheson now goes back to Wallen on the left foot, heads towards centre wing, a kick along the ground, looking for the boundary line. In front there is the North Geelong player, and Swennerson will pick the ball up. He goes over with a slow handball, goes towards Friars, but a free kick to McClure, looks like, for a free off the ball against Barnett. So McClure on the left foot goes forward, finds Edwards it is, and he goes forward to find Nathan Reid. So Reid now has Harvey, who's pushed forward, and that spot, Harvey takes the mark, only 25 metres out from goal, almost directly in front, and Mark Harvey has a chance to extend this lead further with a shot on goal late in the third quarter. So Mark Harvey walks in from 30 metres out, kicks on goal, goes across too far. Umpire says no, that is a goal.
As it's gone up in the air again, Hardingham again gets the tap down. The tackle immediately put on the ball carrier off it again, tries to get clear. Unfortunately, can't get a kick away. It's smothered off the boot. Now it's still in the middle, and Winch, there's some desperation in there. North's player picks the footy up, 3 players tackling him. North can't get the ball clear. So it's just forward of the centre circle for Winch, kicking to the southern end in this third quarter as the umpire puts it in the air again. 29 minutes gone. Oh, McFarlane read that beautifully. Taps it forward. Scown also read it beautifully. He gets a kick wide. Now we've got a foot race. Kelly is competing here and does well with a good bit of body work. He comes back with a handball to Price. Price, the handball was picked off there by Normington. He kicks it off the ground. Reading the ball well at centre half back was McClure, is it? No, it actually was Callow, and the ball is now loose in the middle of the ground. Attacking it was Fitzsimmons. The ball bounces awkwardly. Warland thrown to the ground without the footy. Play on to the umpire. It's out in open territory now as the Stocks leads in the race for the footy. Does well. Bundles along the ground. Edwards picks it up, and they're out of trouble again, Winches. It heads towards Kitchen and Barnett. Barnett, good body work, has taken the mark on outer centre wing. 30 minutes gone. 19-6-1-20 Winch lead North 11-12-78.
So Barnett comes directly across the ground, goes to Alford. Alford goes back towards Barnett, it is, who's made position on centre wing. Now has a chance to carry the ball, takes one bounce, kick towards full forward or centre half forward. Normington takes the mark, or just about to take the mark, as the siren sounded, and it won't be allowed.
I think the umpire, no, the umpire's paying it. He didn't even mark it.
So this will be a bonus for the North Geelong side if he can go back and kick a goal, but siren has sounded to end the third quarter with Corey Normington to be able to shoot on goal for his third and maybe give any glimmer of hope that North Geelong may have to kick their 12th goal and maybe get them a little bit closer. But a big quarter of football from Winchelsea. Momentum in football can mean a bit, but you know, with 7 goals down at the present time, Normington comes in, kicks on goal. It's not a good looking kick off the boot. Oh, I think it's been touched right on the line, and it's through for a behind. So a behind to Normington, we'll give it to. Moves them along to 11-13 now. They trail Winchelsea 19 goals, 6.
Centre of the ground, which he did for a little bit in that second quarter.
So the umpire now checking for, there's a group at one end. They're right now off the ground. The siren sounded. Umpire moves to the circle, and we're underway. Final quarter in our match of the day. Hardingham, first tap. He picks it up in the follow-up. He's immediately tackled, and umpire said no prior opportunity. So the ball's 10 metres towards the Winchelsea goal, and it's in the air once again. Hardingham this time, tap to the back, picked up by Kelly on the left foot, looks for and finds Donahue running forward. So Donahue just outside forward 50. There comes the lead from Reed and Kitchen. Kitchen takes the mark. He's immediately tackled.
He's gone this time.
So now the umpire's given 50. I think the umpires are imposing themselves on the game.
There's another one.
So Donahue is, well, we've got a repeat performance because now it's a lay-down goal. The man on the mark is now only 20 metres from goal. And so Justice is...
I like the umpire on the other end. He gave a big 50 and then another 50. He was nearly in the forward line.
Yes, I don't think I'll buy land off this fella. So Fletcher for North Geelong. The opportunity to get first score in the final quarter. Moves in. It's
I think he sprayed it.
Goodness gracious me, that's a bad miss, and just.
So Warland to do the kicking in, goes to the far side of the ground. He stepped outside the square there. The umpire's picked it up. I think Clint Vesey let him know he was outside as well, telling the umpire so, and goes back to the goal square for a throw up. So the umpire hasn't let the occasion go by, you could say, and he will throw it up right on the point of the square. So Weiss with Hardingham, both players up. Hardingham knocks it back towards goal, and most ruckman would do, and then brushed it through for a behind to the North Geelong side. So 11-15.
11-15-81 North, 19-6. Well, Price himself going to do the kicking in. And it's a long kick outside 50. It's a great kick. Warland is on the end of that. Takes the mark outside 50. And Winchelsea now Retained possession. Wallen just chips it and finds McFarlane, Christian McFarlane. He's taken the mark between half-back flank and centre wing. He's chipped it further forward. There's Kelly. He's taken the mark. The umpire say not 15. Goodness gracious. Kelly, he's gone long forward. Oh, Harvey from behind almost took the mark. Now he's in fringe pushing Scown in the back. And Scown quickly to Swennerson. That kick is smothered off the boot. The mark is paid to Fitzsimmons. He goes towards centre wing. There's Zitko. Haven't seen much of him today. Handball inboard to Fletcher. Fletcher now round the player in Edwards. Does it well. Now kicks it towards the top of the goal square. Numbers getting back with Winchelsea. Dropped the mark. A mark that he should have taken. Allsop looking for the free kick. Oh, could have been pinged for holding the footy. Umpire said no. And the ball would be put in the air by the umpire. 35 metres out from the goal. As it's McFarlane. Christian McFarlane takes a bit of time getting up off the ground there. Big fellas get it down. Weiss comes it down. Fitzsimmons, he's hooked it around the body. Magnificent shot. Unfortunately, just missed to the right hand.
West 4-4. Well in arrears of Bellpost Hill 18-22. Belmont Lions 11-16. In control at Corio 6 goals 7. East Geelong 13-4 leading the lead 6 goals 7. And Anarchy 15-11 lead the Werribee side 13 goals 4.
Well, from the kick in, it was matched to Winch 19-7-121, 11-16, 82 North, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we've been going 5.5 minutes.
Barnett brings the ball back in, finds Fletcher off half-back, played on quickly now with Allsop on centre wing. Allsop on that left foot, goes long and towards full forward, or centre half forward. Over the top there was a player, I'm not too sure it was, but it's in the hands of Elsie, knocked off the ball by Hardingham. Now in the hands of Price. Price goes back towards centre wing, goes over the top. Alford running with the fly of the ball, gets the ball from behind, goes to Angelkovic, looks different with the colour in the hair. Now back, Weiss charges the ball well, does extremely well. Now back with Alford. Alford going forward again, but Hardingham fills up the hole and he takes the mark. So Craig Hardingham goes across the ground looking for and will find McClure in the centre. Takes the mark there now. Has time to steady. On the left foot he goes. Heads towards half forward. Target will be Kelly. Up early. Oh, good mark. And is allowed by the umpire. Called to play on? No.
They allowed the mark.
So Kelly, a good strong mark there over the top of Alford. Will go back from the point of the centre square. Looking to drive the ball into the forward line. Kitchen leads. Goes to play on, but now called to do so. Goes to the hand of Reid. Reid, pressure there. Good work there from Matheson. And a free kick has been awarded for incorrect disposal, I would say.
He kicked it.
So Matheson kicks the ball laterally across the ground, finds Weiss. Will be able to play on if he wants to and does so. Goes towards centre wing. Elsie leads up the ground in front of Hardingham, working hard. And the big fella does well to not work in the centre and around the ground all day. A bit of a nil-all effect, comes behind the pack. Allsop tries to run onto it, doesn't pick the ball up, sits over the top of it. Now he gets the ball out, only as far as the player there in Stocks, I think it is. No, it's McFarlane, and he's slung to the ground, and the umpire throws it up once again. So both ruckmen in and at it. Again, Weiss down to Elford, comes forward. Allsop, handballs over the top to Fletcher. Fletcher out and running, goes short. Tackled from behind as he gets a kick. On a 10-metre kick, only bare distance, but goes to Elzinger. Goes inside to Bryant. Bryant, a strong mark, and he takes that mark inside 50 from about 45 metres. Will be able to have a shot at goal. The scoring into the ground, but will take every bit of a good kick to get this goal.
Hasn't been their worst player, Bryant, has he?
No, not his worst. He got hurt early in the game, but Jared Bryant comes in. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. Umpire just stands back and looks straight over the top of his head, and that is a good kick there.
With the ruckman. Both ruckmen get a tap down. Price grabs the footy. He's immediately tackled. Umpire said no prior opportunity, and the umpire will do it again. Still in the centre circle. In fact, it was Kelly. It wasn't Paul Price. They did a good job there. Hardingham, tapped down, Alford, tried to get the footy up, and then he's immediately tackled. Now it stacks on the mill. Umpire will put the whistle on play, and we'll do it a third time. Still almost in the centre circle. 9 minutes gone, final quarter. As the ball goes in the air again. This time it was Weiss. Nice tap down. It's a nice handball. Allsop, you could hear him from here calling for the handball. He's run inside 50. I'll tell you what, you can put down your glasses from there, right through the middle, showing Allsop. He doesn't miss too many of those. And that's his second for the
scoreboard, so they'll need to get a wriggle on, but back in the centre, Weiss does get the ball forward, and player in Bryant runs onto the ball, able to get a handball up, only as far as Fitzsimmons does well, evades 2 or 3 tackles there, works through a bit of magic, goes forward, and falls in the arms of forward, so forward to forward. And we're all going forward, so he's going to go back from 40 metres out. I'm not too sure what sort of kick he is on goal, but I know he's played a bit in defence.
Well, if he kicks this, Smithy, he'll bring that crowd up under that stand of life.
So, player forward, Mick Ford will have a chance here to bridge the gap a little further. Comes in from 40 metres out. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. Straight through the middle, so his first goal of the afternoon.
Up it goes. This time it's tapped toward Winchelsea's goal. Kick off the grounds, come back to Hardingham. He quickly gets a kick forward for Winch. Picked up by Christian McFarlane. And once again goes towards Reed. Reed held without the footy. Harvey at ground level does well. Handball back to Reed. Too hot. Can't get a great tackle from Reed on that occasion. But player was too strong. Now it's back in the middle of the ground for North. Allsop. The little chip forward to Fletcher. Fletcher has Fitzsimmons running. The handball is given out, and now it's quickly. Oh, great mark! Not played to Matheson.
Oh, and, good chase.
Well, I would have thought the umpires compounded that twice. That was a mark for my money to Matheson. So the ball is now for North in Brown. There's Hardingham. That's a high tackle on Vesey, and Vesey. The ball will have to come back. The umpire had signalled time off. So a little bit of pressure out there, Loz. There's some mistakes now.
It's marvellous, that bit of pressure, eh?
Oh, goodness.
That Gale Falls wind blowing down the ground is unbelievable, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's incredible. All the work at the southern end as the ball is being returned. He sinks earlier in the second quarter. But here we go. Clint Vesey moves in. It's a better looking kick. He's kicked it across the body though.
He's got it.
Oh no, I don't think he has. And that's a bad miss because they needed one there. 14-17, 101 North Geelong. 19-7, 121 Winchelsea. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 13 and a half minutes gone.
So Callow does the kicking in, a stab pass kick outside 50, finds Edwards just short of centre wing. Now he turns, goes in the right foot. It's a wobbly looking kick, only as far as, well, it's going to go towards centre half forward. The Price sweeping up, comes across. Sorry, it's not, it's Scown. Scown goes to Fletcher, should have given the 1-2. Now goes backwards, not a good kick because Reed's coming the other way. Picked the ball off, goes to McFarlane. McFarlane to Season, rushes the ball onto the boot, goes towards the half forward line. Kunagiskas playing out of the forward pocket. Can't pick the ball up, lies on the ground. Players coming over the top. Fletcher gets the ball out. McFarlane works hard. Alford's in there also. He picks the ball up. Tackled by Season. And they've tackled each other to the ground. So there's going to be a ball up deep in the attacking zone for the Winchelsea side. So a poor option there from Fletcher, I think. Should have gone back to Scown with a 1-2, but maybe not enough talk around. Umpire throws it up and Jelkovic comes down. Ball goes to Barnett. Tackled. Lies on top of the ball. Umpire says you're not making an attempt. And that's going to be a free kick to Kunagiskas.
Well, he had the chance to handball, didn't he? And tried to take the tackle on. So that's a good decision.
Anthony Kunagiskas from 40 metres out. Probably a little bit further, maybe 45 to 50. It'll need to be a good kick. Umpire shielding his eyes from the sun. There's no warmth in it, but it's out there. Comes in now. Kunagiskas. Long kick. No, starts it on the wrong side. And it's through for a behind. So his 13 minutes gone. Fourth quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Angelkovic does the kicking in, and that's a good kick. Found teammate on half-back flank and goes to centre wing. And well, the player sat back and watched Fletcher come in, take the mark, runs to the centre of the ground. He goes looking for Vesey, doesn't find him. And the ball back in the middle. It's a good contest. Fletcher's followed up, and now Harvey once again tries to pick it up. Can't do so. Now he gets the opportunity.
Over the top,
gets around, handball to McFarlane. Don't know about that option either. Now back there, mucking around with it, Winch. He's a long handball back in the middle to Kelly. Kelly now just chips it short to Warland. Warland runs to 50, runs inside 50, goes goalwards. The ball not marked. Kitchen Can he pick it up? He can't. It's
Great
rushed
movement last
through.
week.
Great struggling from the defence. A rush behind. 19-9, 123 Winch. 14-17, 101 North. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 16 minutes gone.
Ball with Barnett, knocked across half back, goes by hand to Bryant, back to Barnett, running through. Bad handball, but Swinnerson's there to assist. Goes towards centre half forward by himself. Allsop, look out. Here comes another one. Crosses 50. Shoots on goal. Goes across the face and it's through for a behind. So they're still attacking the North Geelong side. 14-18, 32 scoring shots. 19-9, Winchelsea, 28 scoring shots, but Winchelsea still lead. Ball comes out, goes to Hardingham, through his hands, goes to McClure, kicks round the corner. Little break there for the Winchelsea side. It is Hardingham who gets the ball down now in the hands of Matheson, goes forward. Oh, good mark there, and that is taken by McClure, Trent McClure. So Trent McClure has options. Reed will be the first one, I would think. Has Kelly short. Now he goes there on the left foot. Will go 1-2. Kelly centres the ball now. Has runners coming through the middle of the ground. And Byron Matheson takes the mark. Plays on, goes wider. Out to Donahue. Outside 50. Slows things up now. Has players coming past. Graham McFarlane, one of them, goes in that direction now, but Scown's going to chip across. Doesn't take the mark. Kitchen's on the ground. Bryant can't pick the ball up now with Barnett. Barnett does so. Gets around the first player. Tackled. Good free kick there. No, it's allowed to play on there. So the umpire's letting things go. Back in the hands of Scown. Scown goes to Elford. Approaching centre wing. Centre wing kick. Now towards half forward. Looking for Fitzsimmons. He leads in the chase of the ball. Pressure from behind's good. Forward comes over the top. Umpire waits for a ball to come out, but the boundary umpire says it's crossed the line and it'll be thrown back into play. So 18 minutes gone and the North Geelong side is still coming, but will time to run out for them? I think it will.
Probably going to get 4 goals, don't they, to win it? 102 to 123.
Ball,
trouble.
Ball down with Allsop. He goes over the top looking for a free kick, not awarded, but the hand falls in the hands there of Normington. He swings round the corner and Weiss has taken the mark. So Weiss, probably not a noted goal kicker, will need to get every bit of a good kick, but he goes wide, looking for Swinnerson, who's pushed down the ground. Comes to that player now, has time, works his bit of magic, goes through the contest, swinging back, but not far enough, and behind to Kane Swinnerson. 14-19, they still trail the Winchelsea side, 19 goals, 9, and 19 minutes gone.
Wallen, the quick kick in, has found Christian McFarlane in the back pocket. He's going to have to hang on to it. He hasn't got too much to go to, although the contest was made. And forward of centre wing for North has thrown in from the boundary. In front there, McFarlane. He can't get a tap away. The ball now well inside forward 50. Foot race on for the football. Oh, Vesey flattened his own teammate. Now, McFarlane didn't know where to go for...
that was the place to go, I think, Eric.
It was Matheson didn't know where to go, and it is a rush behind for North. 14-20, 104 North. It's 19-9, 123 Winchelsea. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard as we tick to 20 minutes.
So Price has brought the ball back into the centre of the ground, but North Geelong have taken possession, gone back to Ford. Ford goes over the top and short. Normington, probably a bit of a push in the back, allowed to play on there. But they're coming through as Matheson. A high tackle there from Vesey. It's missed also. Gabal with Normington back at ground level. Still working the ball. Tries to feed the ball out. Pressure. The umpire's got to take control here. And he will. And he says it's mine. So he's missed a couple of obvious ones there that I could see. But one each, so we'll call it a draw. Umpire about to restart play. Throws the ball up. Weiss there. Hardingham. Weiss knocks it to ground level. Picked up there by Fitzsimmons. Goes towards goal. Price stands in the road now. Turns and rushes it through for a behind. So a rush behind to the North Geelong side. 14-21. Plays the Winchelsea side, who are 19 goals, 9, and we are ticking over 21 minutes gone with Wallen to bring the ball back into play.
So Wallen, the chip short to McFarlane, and Christian McFarlane has taken the mark. Still inside defence at 50. He chips to the middle of the ground looking for Hardingham, but Weiss takes the mark. He's done well around the ground, chips it forward. Swenson's run forward again and decides to play on. Now the leads come from Vesey, a lot of pushing and shoving. Now the push has gone to against Vesey. It's a free kick to Winchelsea, and it is Christian McFarlane in the last line of defence. So McFarlane now. So Christian McFarlane is kicking the ball towards centre wing.
Fitzsimmons takes the ball, goes round the corner, kicks towards half forward. Coming out is Vesey. The big fella's loped after the ball, gets a handball back only as far as Price. Price picks the ball up, goes around the boundary line, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, I've just redialed. So the ball now, half forward flank for North Geelong. We've been going 23 minutes in the final quarter. Still 20 points of difference. Fitzsimmons tackled by Price. Price trying to lift his troops for Winch. McFarlane, handballs along the boundary.
Balls in the air. Comes down Weiss, Hardingham, nil all effect there again. They've worked hard, both the big fellas. Comes down to Kennedy, tries to feed the ball out the back, but a head-high tackle there of the player of North Geelong with his head over the ball, and the free kick to go to Brown. So young Brown, Cameron Brown, half-forward line, needs to get things going, but it's back to Swinnerson, so I've got to pick the wrong player. So Kane Swinnerson goes by hand, goes to Elsey. Elsey, long kick towards goal. Vesey in front, cross the front, all slop, but through his hands and through for another rush behind. So they've had plenty of shots on goal. Now 14-22 to Winchelsea, 19 goals 9.
And the quick kick in has gone to Wall and well outside defensive 50. He's looked for Reed. Reed gets rid of his opponent. Now he's running onto the footy. If he can pick it up, goes to forward 50, hooks it inboard, looking for, Kitchen. Was it? No, it's Donahue. Kitchen was thrown forward and Donahue took the mark. And he's 30 metres out directly in front at the 24.5-minute mark of the final quarter. And this could be the sealer, Loz, at this stage in the last quarter.
Yeah, I think so, Eric. There's no doubt about that. It probably was sealed just before that. I think they'll run out of time anyhow, but this will really put the last nail in the coffin.
So Scott Donahue moves in. Very important kick. It's a good-looking kick. Has it made the distance? It hasn't, or has it?
Either a goal or a mark.
The umpire's given a goal. So
all day. Hardingham gets it down. Hardingham to McFarlane to Price. Price out of the centre. Long kick, left foot. Looking for favours Reed. That's a nice looking kick, a nice mark. And Nathan Reed to go back and have a shot on goal. And this is not without any question within his distance because he's a magnificent kick on goal.
The value of Pricey. You see him just telling the players to settle down, slow it down. Had he not been out in the ground, you don't get that influence, do you?
So he's done it well. Nathan Reed to come in and put the nail right in the coffin. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. Hasn't got the distance. Will fall just inside the square and punch through for a rush behind to the Winchelsea side. So 20 goals 10. They now lead North Geelong 14-22 and 26 minutes gone last quarter.
So the quick kick in has come to Kennedy. He's run off inside defensive 50, had a bounce, kick towards the centre of the ground, and Allsop takes the mark. Handball quickly looking for Fitzsimmons, runs onto the footy, picks it up almost at forward 50, goes inside 50, and Elsey, unattended, takes the mark 40 metres from goal. 26.5 minutes gone, final quarter, and Todd Elsey, the opportunity to get his first goal for the afternoon and bring North Geelong a little bit closer. Elsey now. Oh, a lazy kick and, well, didn't make the distance and eventually rushed through for another behind. 14 goals, 23, 107, North Geelong. 20-10-130, Winchelsea, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
So the ball back with Callow. Another long kick from full-back. Goes to the point of the square. Edwards up in the air, takes the mark. Now goes towards half-forward line. Not a good-looking kick. Reed in front, but lets Angelkovic get to the ball. Goes back and now puts pressure on. Angelkovic tackles. He's thrown to the ground. And some good work from Angelkovic to do the ruck work against him. Comes to the back of the pack. Fletcher takes it. unable to get a handball out. Good tackle there from the Winchelsea side. Pressure's still there. Game goes back to Alford. Alford on the left foot, back through the middle of the ground. Price in the mud with Allslop. Both players can't stand up, can't keep their feet. Comes now to Bryant. Bryant there, turns around the corner. Hardingham still working hard, the big fella. Can't bend down to pick the ball up, takes it out of Wallen's hands. Goes towards Fitzsimmons. He's also having trouble. Dives on the ball, tries to get the ball out. Pressure from Wallen and Day. Holds it up. Umpire's going to throw it up in the air.
Some very tired players out there now, Loz.
Yes, there is, Eric. I was just thinking that. They run up and down the spot, a few of them, but they've all put in.
So Weiss does the ruck work, taps the ball backwards towards Barnett, but it's McClure coming across the front. He's trying to run the ball along, but he doesn't pick the final ball up. Now it comes back to player in McClure, his brother, I think it is, gets the ball out. Now back in the hands of Bryant. So bit of scrambly play, back in the hands of Barnett as the final siren sounds to end the contest.
So the final score here at Osborne Park, Winchelsea, 20 goals, 10, 130. Well, they've kept their finals hopes alive. They've defeated North Geelong 14-23.